Now the other thing you can do, notice my directional arrows. I can grab this amphibians and I can move it out and make it its own tab, make it its own page. Or I can move it back in and put it in with reptiles and amphibians. So I can do several different things when it comes to my pages as far as moving them, creating some subpages. The other thing that you can do is remove the page from the site. That's how you would delete the page. Or you can hide from navigation. So keep an eye on classification over here. So right here, keep an eye on classification. I'm going to come over here and hide from navigation. And you'll notice it removed it from the navigation bar here. It tells me it cannot be seen, but if I want to, I can always show in navigation. So the reason you may want to do that is because you may not want students or the end user to necessarily see everything that's under there. You would like them to navigate through the page a little more naturally. So when they go to the home page, they can go to ecosystems. So maybe I don't want them to see that they can do drop down to reptiles and amphibians, because when they go to ecosystems, I want them to read the content that's there first before they navigate to reptiles or amphibians. If I leave everything available, then the other thing that happens is they can easily just simply navigate to that, and they may miss some information because they could be in a hurry or because they would just prefer not to look at that information. The other thing that you can do is you can change the view. So this is what is considered a top navigation bar. If you go over to your gear, your navigation settings, you'll see you can call it side navigation. So when you do that, what you have now is a little drop down menu that allows you to go here. So it really just depends on how you want to design the site for your user. Now those are your only two options, but the same principles apply if you use the side navigation as opposed to the top navigation. You can change this any time that you would want, and this does apply to all of your different pages. So if I make this top navigation and I go to any page on my site, top navigation will be the standard. If I make it side navigation and I go to any page in my site, side navigation will be the standard. So it does apply to the entire website that you are designing without having to change each individual page. So for each page, you can do the same types of header options as you do for your main page. You can make this a banner with an image. You can make it title only. Strictly up to you how you want to design the header for each of your individual pages. So if you would like to change the order, you can always do that. You can add one of your main pages into a subpage, and it will automatically move and adjust based on how you want it to work. So let's say that I have my home page and I like the design of this, but I realize I want to add a section to this page, but I don't just want to drop in text because it just put it in as text. You can add a divider on the page, and so it gives you this nice kind of line separation so that as your students or whomever are navigating, they naturally see this break. And maybe down here you would want to add text that says, please enroll in our new Google Classroom code, and then you can put whatever your code is and have that as a separate section, but it's notated by that divider.